Well, finally, up to number one on my fantasy playlist. I'm just going to do this in one take. What the heck? Number one song on my fantasy playlist at the top, December 20th, 1981, Earth, Wind, and Fire. Let's groove tonight. That's one of the best jams ever back in the early 80s. Earth, Wind, and Fire, produced by Maurice White, the founding member of Earth, Wind, and Fire. If you're into Earth, Wind, and Fire, I highly recommend Biography by Philip Bailey, one of the lead singers of Earth, Wind, and Fire. He came out with a biography about a year or so ago that was really good. Talks about all the ups and downs with Earth, Wind, and Fire. And of course, he talks about his solo career as well. Song that he did with Phil Collins, Easy Lover. But that's getting off of topic. Earth, Wind, and Fire, Let's Groove. It was a big one. Went to number 3 in the U.S., number 3 in the U.K. from the album Raise. It was produced by Maurice White, the founding. Well, I think I've already mentioned that already about Maurice White. Now, the backdrop on this record, disco was really huge in the late 70s, and it imploded by 1980. It was just, there was a tremendous backlash against disco in the late 70s, early 80s, particularly among rock fans, or particularly among men, among males. They absolutely hated it. Particularly the rock fans hated it. And I think I know subconsciously why they didn't like it, but I don't want to mention it on this video. But bottom line was Earth, Wind, and Fire, they were not fazed by that. They created this great disco record with funk, pop, melody, threw in some live electric guitars. They came back with Let's Groove, could have fit right into the disco era. 1977, 78, 79. Hell, play it beside Music by Brick. That would be a jam set right there. Confunction, Fun by Confunction. But I guess that's all I got to say about this record. Number 3 in the U.S., I mentioned that. Oh, forgot something. First video to be played on Video Soul, BET's Video Soul. I love Video Soul. Well, I watched it back in the 90s. I didn't watch it in the 80s. We didn't get the cable to get BET until about 1988 where I lived. Love Donnie Simpson, host of BET's Video Soul. And Sherry Carter, the beautiful Sherry Carter. My goodness. Both of them host of BET's Video Soul. Video Soul ran on BET from 1981. Donnie Simpson was not the original host of Video Soul. He started doing it in 1983 until it was canceled in 1997. Ran for about 14 years. No, I take that back. 16 years or so, Video Soul. Well, Let's Groove, first video played on the Video Soul. And want to mention, oh, by the way, if you watched any of these videos, thanks a lot. I appreciate it. Next fantasy playlist for my 80s and 90s YouTube channel. Going to jump right into the 90s. It will be the last week of January of 1993, January 31st, 1993. Fantasy playlist, and got some jams on here too. Got some rock and roll. Got Nirvana, Paperboy, Portrait, REM, Genesis, Tony Braxton on this fantasy playlist. We'll probably start on it probably about a month, I think. And today is the 3rd of January, 2015. Take care of yourself. Mr. DJ signing off.